My haircut, I'm going into Banbury today to get my haircut so I look a bit smarter. My annual haircut.
Well then.
Right, have you always wanted to be a farmer?
Have I always wanted to be a farmer? Yes, I have always wanted to be a farmer from, I can remember when I was probably, 7, 8, less than that. I've always wanted to be a farmer, yeah.
And what did you always imagine farming to be like when you were younger? Different to what is that?
That's a tough question because I was brought up on a farm, so to imagine, I knew what it was like from as early days as I can remember, so that's the best I can say about that, really.
Is it harder than you imagined?
Some days it's hard. Some days farming is harder than you think, and other days days like this. It's quite nice when it's wet and windy and cold. They're the days that it's hard, really. Long hours, but enjoyable hours.
Yeah. What's the your daily routine like?
Varies from the year to year, but every day, first thing is to let the chickens out as soon as it's light or nearly light, and then I go on to feeding the sheep, and then chicken work we have a lot of day olds all the time, so I have to feed those and look after those, and then certain times there's sheep work, collect the eggs, shut the hens up, plus a lot of other things in between.
What's the most difficult part about farming?
The most difficult part about farming? Well, I don't know what to say what the most difficult part is, really. Sometimes it's the hours, the long hours. Other times, I don't know. I'm afraid I can't really answer that one. The most difficult part about farming. I don't know. There isn't really anything difficult. It's all difficult.
What's the most enjoyable part about farming?
Well, now we sell all our produce on the farmers' markets. The customers are so happy to have our produce because they know it's direct from the farm, and they just always say it's the best. So it's supplying the customers direct, rather than going through other chains and being told what they want and don't want. It's public certification, yeah.
Okay, and what's the most memorable part about farming?
Oh, you're asking me some tricky ones. The most memorable part about being farming.
Like, do you remember a specific day which you really enjoyed?
The day I got the chance to buy my farm, possibly I would think, is the most memorable day I can remember. I was a tenant for 30 years, and then I suddenly got the chance to buy the farm, so it was all our own, really. Not being told what to do with the land, we could do what we wanted. Probably, yes, I would think.
If you weren't a farmer, what would you be?
Oh, if I wasn't a farmer, well, people have often asked me that, because I've always been connected with farming all my life, always wanted to farm, which is very lucky that I wanted to farm. I've often thought about that, and I don't know what I would be doing, whether it be connected with farming, selling something, or to do with animals, a rep, or I don't know. So I don't know whether it be connected with farming or not. Something completely different, probably. Don't know.
Are you going to pass down the farm to your children?
If I've only got one girl, and she loves the farm at the moment, and if she would like to carry on farming, that'd be great. I wouldn't force her to, because it is hard work for not a lot of return. But if she wanted to, yeah, that'd be great. It wouldn't worry me either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some people it does, but no.
Yeah.
Everything?
Yeah, I've got any other questions.